Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Mystery Tech Masters. I am Vijishnu. I am currently doing my second year UG at Karanya University. In today's video, we are going to discuss Practicum number 3, Modeling UML Class Diagrams. A class diagram is a UML structural diagram used to represent the static structure of a software system. It shows the classes, attributes, methods, and relationships between different classes. In object oriented software development, understanding the relationship between classes is very important because objects interact with each other by passing messages. For this practicum, the objective was to build a class diagram for the given project using a UML designing tool. The designing tool I used was Visual Paradigm. The project selected for this practicum was the premium online bookstore which gets our reward system. The first step was to understand the system and identify its major classes. The main classes identified were user, admin, book, search filter, cart, order, payment bank, card, and database. After identifying the classes, we define their important attributes and methods. So this is the practicum setup or circuit diagram. So the resources required are a computing system and a software development kit, that is star UML or visual paradigm, and a laptop with specifications given. After identifying the classes, we define the important attributes and methods. For example, the book class contains information such as book ID, title, author, category, price, and rarity. The cart class stores the selected books and calculates the total purchase amount. The order class manages the order status. The payment class handles payment processing, while the bank and card classes support card validation. The admin class manages database information and allows administrators to view orders. The database class provides operations for connecting, querying, and updating system records. Next, we establish relationship between the classes. These relationships included association and aggregation. We also defined suitable multiplicities to represent how different classes interact with one another. Visibility modifiers such as public, private, and protected were required to support encapsulation. Finally, the compute UML diagram was created using visual paradigm. So this is the diagram created. As you can see, we have created classes such as user, admin, database, order, search filter, card, payment, bank, book, and card, and it has its functions inside variables and functions. So, for example, in user we have variables, user ID, name, email, password, and functions, login, search book, place order, and make payment. Whereas in admin we have use variables, admin ID, name, and functions, manage database, and view orders, etc. After creating the diagram, we reviewed and refined it to ensure that classes, attributes, methods, and relationship correctly represented the bookstore system. The result was successfully created UML class diagram for premium online bookstore Gacharwad system. The diagram clearly represents the static structure of the application and shows how customers' books, cards, orders, payments, and database components are organized and related. From this practicum, we learned how to identify classes from a software requirement, define their attributes and methods, and establish relationship between them. We also understood important UML concepts such as association, aggregation, generalization, multiplicity, and encapsulation. To conclude, the UML class diagram was successfully developed and provided a strong foundation for the subsequent design and development of the application. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hope the video was useful. Like and subscribe.